who, if you ask him what his job is, he doesn't really know what his job is. He kind of looks after the whole of Pro Coaching. He was the founder in 2001. He sort of does the sales and the marketing now. And then you've got myself, and I look after the operations, so that might be rotas, enrichment plans, ringing round to the area managers, supporting you, quality assurance, uniform, everything else just kind of falls down to me. And we've then got all your area managers who are there day to day when you're running. So as soon as Friday hits, when the camp's open, they will be your point of contact. They'll be the person if you're off sick, if you've got any problems with running out of resources, if you need your uniform, if you've got difficulties with your children, they'll be the people that you contact. So there's a real mixture of people in the room. If you're in my area, so Bristol, North Somerset, South Gloucester, only you can, I think. Your area manager is Tom. He's moved over from Somerset. If you're in the Somerset area, your area manager is Megan, who's at the back. If you're in Dorset, so Maiden Beach, Weymouth, Bearminster, Dorchester, your area manager is Craig, who's not here today. If you're in Cornwall, Devon or Plymouth, your area manager is Matt Rocket and Kira. It will alternate between the two. And for Torbay, you kind of go between me and Justin, but you guys are pretty self-sufficient, so whoever kind of goes between. So if you're off sick, please contact them before 7 o'clock in the morning. And if you know the night before, I don't feel very well, I'm probably not going to be in, let one of us know so we can kind of manage something the day before. Same as if you've got any problems when the camp is running, give them a call. If something is kicked off and you can't get hold of someone, ring me, just ring anyone. Any of us will be able to help you. Anything to do with pay or HR, give me a call. Your area managers can't support you with that. So a little bit about HAF for those of you that are new. Some of you have obviously done it before. HAF is a government funded scheme aimed at children on free school meals or those vulnerable in care. Anyone that the council thinks this person would really benefit from being somewhere. And we are there to provide enriching activities, food education, actual food and physical education. That's the point of HAF. It's to give people a safe space to be where they feel helped, supported and they can eat at the same time. So that means it's slightly different to running like a normal camp in a traditional camp where people pay to attend, in that our children, not all the children, but some of the children can come with different needs to what you might get in traditional camps. And that's something I want to manage an expectation of you guys on your first day, is that they're not going to be every singing, dancing, happy child that just gets on. A lot of them will be, but a lot of them as well might struggle with different situations. They might struggle with the other children that are there. They might never have been to school before, and that might be difficult for them. And it's just about coming to work, whenever your first day is, with a bit more awareness of who you're working with and how we can kind of support each other. And this slide basically is just to allow you to think a bit more when every time a challenging situation arises, could there be a bigger picture to this? Is Johnny kicking his mate because he actually wants to kick him? Or is it because he's really upset from something that's happened at home? Or he's really hungry, give him some food and he'll stop doing it. So it's just kind of bearing in mind that there's a lot of other situations going on. And that's not saying that that's what happens in all of our camps, it's not. But just coming with an open mind of the children you're working with. They are vulnerable, they are from difficult backgrounds, and just being aware that we want to really support them in everything we do. And at the end, we'll talk a little bit more about incidents and things like that, but it's just a quick overview. So again, alongside the children we work with, we have to deal with safeguarding. There's a lot of safeguarding, it's everyone's responsibility, and we have to be really key and our eyes are on it all the time. Does anybody know who our safeguarding leads are? Yeah, so it's on the board. It's myself and Georgina. So Georgina's our lead, I'm the deputy. So if you have any concerns, whether you think, oh, I don't really think this is anything, but I'm just a bit worried and I just want to talk to someone, then just give us a call and we can talk it through, and we might do something, we might do nothing. But we're always here for that kind of open ear whenever you might need it. And things we're looking out for. Children in the same clothes every day for the whole 6 weeks. It does happen, it happens a lot. It might look fine on the surface, but it's worth a chat, it's worth a conversation. Children that come in absolutely starving. Parents might often wait till they come to club, that's fine, that's what we're here for. But if they're really, really, really hungry, we kind of need to be taking a bigger picture of why are they so hungry all the time. Children that not disruptive, but struggling a little bit, working with their peers. Is there something else going on? And then just general things you might hear people say. So if you hear a child say something you're not sure about, ask more questions, reach out to us. We might give you some more things to ask, and then we can kind of build a bigger picture together. But please don't be afraid about bringing one of us about anything, because we're all here to support you. Again, when we look at the tablets later, we'll go through the process of recording a safeguarding concern. But there is a section to record it, and what we find a lot of people do is they fill a form in and then just leave it, and neither of us have been spoken to. So we have to be spoken to before a form was filled in, so we're aware, and then when the form comes in, we can have a proper look, and then we can kind of carry on with our whatever we choose to do after that. So safeguarding, the children we're working with, what do you guys actually have to do in your job? So our camps are a mixture between 4 and 6 hours, depending on which council you are. That's nothing to do with us, it's to do with what the council decides to fund in your area. So it's not like I just want to give Somerset more hours than Bristol, it's not that at all, it's just the council gives different amounts of funding. Now, because of the guidelines, we have to be offering enrichment, a minimum of an hour of physical activity and nutritional education every week and every day. So we've written you really, really, really rough plans. They've got a lot of, you can test it, you can throw it, you can really change it, but they have an element of every section of the guidelines from the council. And because of that, you do have to follow them, but you have a lot of free choice around that. So you'll see like a real quick example on your table. That's in front of you. It looks a bit like this. So you can find that. And it literally just says tagging games, invasion games, athletics, nutrition, games. So that's like really, really broad. But alongside of that, you've got a booklet. Could you hold the booklet up in the air? And that booklet is sectioned into invasion games, war games. Everything that's in that reflects onto your plans. So you need to be using your booklet alongside to make a really broad plan throughout the whole day. The reason we brought that in is because we found that nutrition wasn't really getting done in a lot of places, and that I can travel from Somerset down to the bottom of Cornwall, see 5 venues and see 5 games of dodgeball in every single place I've been. And that's not really like a varied scheme. So we're doing this to allow ourselves to have more variety of activities, especially to allow different children to join in. A lot of children will join in the sport, but they won't join in dodgeball when their mates shouting at them all the time. They won't join in football when they're getting kicked. But if they're doing yoga or a bit of dance, they might join in on. Yes, the kids with dodgeball might not, but we need to be offering it for everyone. So it's just adapting our activities a little bit for the broader range of children rather than just the ones with the loudest voice.